All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell you to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out. Before we start, write me at kingtyson713@yahoo.com. If you want to you want me to give you some advice about something, or you want my opinion about something, write me kingtyson713@yahoo.com. So let's start the video. I want to make this a serious video. So I'll make it quick. I'm not gonna keep it long. I just seen a story the other day. A 57-year-old female judge. She shot her boyfriend. He was at her house. I'm sorry. She was at his house, and he wanted to break up with her. He put her out, and she shot him. Now, I didn't catch this part if he died or not, still living, recovering in the hospital. I don't know that part. I didn't get a chance to see what they said about that part, but I seen a story. And the first thing I thought about is I wanted to make a video about it, about crashing out in a relationship. And she's 57 years old, which it don't matter how old you are. People still in love with people, and people still crash out for love. And also too, she's a judge. So you threw your life away as far as you worked hard to become, I'm sure you go to school for all those years, you become an attorney, then you move up and you become a judge. You worked all that, you did all that stuff in your life, and the accolades that you have to throw your life away and shoot someone in one split second. And I seen a video of her getting walked out the house with cuffs. You know, when you in the field of criminal justice, once you get anything on your record, that's out. You can't do that anymore. You're a police officer. You can't be a police officer no more. You're a judge. You can't be a judge no more. Like, it's different things that you do in criminal justice that if you get a record, you can't do anymore. And I want to talk about something on the video is that sometimes you can love too hard, and that'd be a bad thing. You could really crash out because you love somebody. On this video, I wanna talk about this because a lot of people don't really talk about stuff like this. You know, they rather talk about man versus woman debates all the time. I don't do that on my platform, y'all. I just talk about things that's relevant when it comes to dating that we all can relate to, and things that we've gone through in relationships. So what I'm saying is this. I want to talk about, I try to talk about logical things, not stuff that keep us at bay with each other, at war with each other. For what? Like, we got enough as a community, we got enough stuff against us to now be putting our black brothers and our black sisters against each other. We got to kill that. 2024, we should kill that. Anyway, what I was saying was, when you love someone, you gotta be careful how you love them, because people can sometimes, you can love someone too much to where you love them and you don't realize this. You love them more than you love yourself, and that's dangerous. Even if it's your husband, even if it's your wife, you always gotta factor in that what if could happen. What if we don't make it? Then we got to break up. Sometimes some people, and if you get, especially if you're married, you feel like you married someone, y'all gonna be together forever till death. And then in the afterlife, y'all meet up again and be together. Sometimes it don't work that way. That the relationship, y'all don't be together. Are you willing to accept the fact that you and this person won't be together? And if you're a person looking at this channel, on this video, and you feel like, just not even take it away from married people, just think about you, if you're in a relationship right now, if you and that person that you with break up today, can you take the fact that you can accept it? Because you got some people right now watching say, I don't know what I'd do if that person, if we not together no more. I done everything with this person. I'm not never letting them go. That's a bad way of thinking. And that's an easy way for you to crash out. I've heard a female say this. I heard a female say, I don't want to be, if you got to love me to death, I don't want that kind of love, because that's a dangerous love. You know, fellas, you know, people, you tell people, I love them to death. That's almost dangerous. That's dangerous. Not almost, it is dangerous. Especially the rate that we have. If we look at the news, you look at the news on your local, whether you look at it on the internet or you looking on TV, you look at the local news and you see how many stories of domestic violence are ending in death these days. It's very rampant. Very rampant. It's almost every other day you see that case. Someone has gotten. I'm monetized on my channel now, so I don't want to say. I'm gonna say unalived. Unalived. You got people in relationships unaliving each other because of love. And it's not always because someone cheated on them and they did that in the heat of the moment. No, it could be a person just walking away, leaving them, and they do that. Whether they got kids together or not, they still doing it. If I can't be with you, I'm gonna do something to you, and then a lot of times they do something to themselves, and it's a tragedy. And if y'all got kids together, that's two parents. That's two parents that not in their kid's life. You got one parent that's unalive. You got the other parent that's if they're not unalive, then they in prison. You know, things happen in the heat of the moment. And I want my people to understand is that in our community, we already have a big problem when it comes to communication. A lot of us, especially black men, we are taught to suppress our feelings. Everything that's on our mind, we taught as a little kid, we taught to suppress it. Be a man. You know, men don't cry. You can be 5 years old. Shut up, don't cry. So we've always been taught to suppress our feelings. As we get older, we don't know how to communicate. And we do communicate. When we finally let our feelings out, it's almost, and I'm not saying all brothers are violent. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that as black men, you know, we have to do better in expressing our feelings in a more therapeutic way. We got to learn how to talk to our women. Ladies, you got to know how to talk to your man. It's things like when brothers in our community, we going through to cause us to be a certain way. It's things that our sisters went through growing up that caused them to be a certain way. Because it ain't just the brothers sometimes that ain't talking to the women right. The women, they talking to the brothers in a kind of way too. And we got to change that. We got to change that. Let me tell you something. In my first marriage, I thought I really had a bad attitude. I'm not gonna lie to you, because me and my son's mother, when we were married, we would always argue, and we didn't argue well. We called each other names. We just argue. We yell at each other. Couldn't even never get the point across. We just yelled at each other. You know, when I got with my wife now, I started to do that. The moment we got a disagreement, I started to get ready to yell. And you know what she told me? She said, hold on, wait, stop. She say, stop. She say, let's just talk. You ain't got to yell for me to listen to you to get your point across. Well, I was like, well, you know what I had to just, you're right. My wife taught me how to communicate without yelling, screaming, to try to get my point across. And once we sit back, so me and my wife, we know how to have a disagreement and talk it out. And that's something that you have to practice. But let me say this. I don't want my people y'all watch this channel, I don't want y'all to crash out behind love. Don't ever love somebody so hard to death. You love them. You want to spend the rest of your life with them. But you don't need to never love somebody more than you love your own self. You love your kids that way. You don't love a spouse or a person you with that way. Because let me tell y'all something. Somebody could, feelings change each day. Your feelings that your kids have towards you and the feelings you have towards your kids, they'll never change because that's the parent-child dynamic. They'll always love you. Even if they're mad at you, they'll get over it. They're going to love you. You punish them, you spank them, you take they gaming system away. They're going to be mad at you, but they know that you are their parent and you do everything for them. So they're going to love you again. But they always know who their parents are. Same thing with your kids. Your kids make you mad. They might steal your car, go joyriding, get in trouble, but you still gonna love your kids, right? That's not gonna go nowhere. A spouse, person that you're in a relationship with, oh, that's different. They feelings could change. A person could love you one day, and the next day they could come home and tell you, I'm not happy. I don't want to be in this relationship no more. Out the blue, and you like confused, like, damn, I didn't even think it was like that. Or they could come on and say, I met somebody else. Happens. Or you could catch them cheating, and then they end up being with the person that they cheated on with. People's feelings change every day. But I just want my people to know something happens in that relationship. Can you accept it if it happens? I'm not saying that, and I'm saying y'all be together forever. But just in case y'all don't be together forever, can you accept it? Because a lot of us, and it's not just black men and black women, other races too. I'm talking to men and women in general, not just our community, but I'm talking to men and women, period. Can you accept it? Too many people are crashing out. They feel like, I done got so much time invested. I done so much for you, and you think you're going to leave me? When people say stuff like that, pay attention to what they say. Those are some scary words if somebody tell you that. Ladies, a man tell you that, and y'all just get to an argument, and brother say that, take heed to what he's saying. Take heed. I don't underestimate nobody in this world. Man or woman. I don't underestimate nobody. So everybody has some kind of intentions that's not good. If you push them that way. Who knows? Don't underestimate nobody. Don't ever think, oh, that person would never do. You never know. You never know. I talk to men personally, myself, guys I used to work with, or guys I used to work with, had said, oh man, my wife would never leave me. Okay. And years down the line, the wife left him. You know. So I'm not saying anything to, like I told you so, because I'm never that type of person. I'm just saying I know how people can be. And I just want y'all to not crash out and throw away your life if the love doesn't work. You know. Only time people do that, when they crash out that way behind someone, is they don't love themselves enough. You don't love yourself enough to keep yourself grounded and give yourself a chance where you could bounce back and move on. And give yourself another chance at love eventually. Because it's going to happen. People who are in relationships, if you're a relationship type of person, you should have no problem getting into a relationship again. It's the people who haven't had a relationship in 5-10 years. When people have long, like spaced out times when they're in a relationship, those are really not relationship type of people. People who go into relationships every other year or so, or a couple of years, you know, you got to see how they got marriage minded. You got to see who's relationship minded too. You will find love again. I promise you that. Sometimes God have everything happen for a reason. Sometimes you might want to be with this person so bad that things might happen and God might be trying to tell you, send you signs like, hey, listen, this person's not right for you. And you can't, sometimes you could be with somebody you feel like you just can't prosper. You're like, why can't I prosper? Why can't I, I know where I want to be at. Why I feel like there's an anchor dragging me down. Why am I not ahead? I know what I gotta do. I can visualize where I want to be at. I know the tools it takes to get to where I need to be at. Some people that you with will drag you down in relationships. And it does not mean that they are bad people. They just not right for you. I always say this saying, just because you're a good person doesn't mean you're good enough for me. That you're good for me. Don't make them bad people. They might not just be for you. God might have someone else for you. If that makes sense. Sometimes I hear brothers, brothers will say, man, or sisters. I heard sisters say, I'm a good woman. I do this and do that. Why you don't want me? Sister, I can't tell you why. But let me say this. If you all at what you say you are, that you was that good of a woman to this man, the next man won't just act up or leave you. The next man will be appreciative of the type of woman you are. So be that for the next man that's going to be appreciative to you. So don't ask God why did this man leave me, or why is he doing me like this? Lord knows I'm a good woman. Ladies, be that to the next man who's going to be appreciative of you. Sometimes some people are not appreciative of the person you are. So they got to get out here, let them go out there and see what they missing. 9 times out of 10, ladies, I'm going to be straight real with you, ladies. You know what I'm saying. Fellas, don't be mad. I got to tell the truth. A brother get out here, do his thing, and we like, you know what? I ain't trying to be tied down no more, man. I want to see what's up. I want to see what's out here. You go out there, you might have a good summer run. You knocking everything down. You got a good summer. Then you start realizing, damn, I ain't feeling nothing. Like, I'm knocking stuff down. I got a hell of a summer. All kind of women. But then you start feeling empty. Like, man, I need my woman. I need a woman I had a woman. You try to go back, she done moved on. You miss what you ain't got no more, fellas. How many times did that happen? That's a common thing. Ladies, I tell you this, ladies, is that love yourself first. Men, fellas, love yourself first. Because men, we are the ones mainly who crashing out when it comes to ending a relationship. If that woman don't want to be with you, she done with you, let that woman go. Let that woman live her life. I tell people, you never know. If it's meant for y'all to be in the stars, it's the laws. If it's the universe aligns everything up for y'all to be back together, it'll happen. It will happen. Sometimes people need a break from each other to see what's important for them to come back to each other. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But I don't want y'all to crash out. Don't crash out, y'all. Think about what you got, what you accomplished in your life. If you got kids, think about your kids. If something major happens, take a step. It only take a quick second to make a mistake and ruin your life. Only take a quick second. Now you either unalive or you in a jail cell thinking like, damn, if I'd have just walked away. Damn, if I wouldn't have, man, I should have. I shouldn't have done that. Sometimes we pay for our mistakes in a long-term effect, in a long-term way, which causes a long-term effect, long-term effect. One decision. You know how many people that's in prison right now say, man, 1 minute mistake cost me 20 years, 30 years, cost me life. I bet if they could do it again, they would do it again. So I just want to say that on this video. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Also, if y'all like this video, go look at my other videos. Go to the video tab section, scroll down. You see any titles that interest you, click on them, watch them. Leave a comment, y'all. Show support. I ain't on here begging y'all for cash apps. I ain't on here begging. You know, I'm not doing it. And I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just saying, I'm not, y'all. I just appreciate y'all the support. Everybody that subscribe, everybody that comments, positive or negative. You ain't got to agree with me. You know, some people put stuff in the comments that totally disagree with me. Sometimes I be like, you know what? Yeah, I see your point. I'm not some person that's gonna block you because you saying because you're going against me. I'm just saying let's just all keep it respectful. You know, we keep it respectful. I don't want everybody to be the same. Everybody is different for a reason. You got your opinion like I got my opinion. We can agree to disagree. But I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Peace and blessings. One love.